Hi everyone, I'm Airier, and today we're going to be looking more of Hunter the Parenting from Bruva Alpha Busa. This is going to be part 2 of episode 2. Last time around, we got some, honestly, really well done exposition done in character for ways that the characters would act, and I'm still kind of gushing over the fact that it makes sense. This is well done exposition. Normally it's show, don't tell, but here, the telling was showing of the characters in ways they probably didn't realize, and I kind of love that. I just enjoy when someone can break the rules in ways that make sense, because normally the rules are there because if you break them, you're not competent enough to do that. This is the exception because of competence, and it's really cool. So we're going to jump in and see the second half, which people have been hesitant to talk about. Yeah. I'm not going to think about this too hard. That's probably the best option. So we're going to jump right in. You guys know the deal. There's a link below to the original video. Hit it up. And when you're done, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get started. Kitten often serves as a stabilizing influence for... Wait. Is that freaking Halo? It is. That's a freaking Spartan helmet. I don't know what's in it. Almost looks like a Haro with a halo. Okay, yeah, that's definitely... Sorry, I was going to say this is a reference to Half-Life because that, but... Is that a... Oh, God. That is... I know he's the king of games, but what the actual fuck, man? This is like cursed controller Frankenstein. I mean, obviously it's based around the Xbox mostly, but then I see a bit of Nintendo, like not just the Xbox Nintendo, or, well, those are two different things. Goblin Pies. That's cute. Just like a Nintendo in there because of how it has the weird extra joysticks. I see a bunch of the extra buttons. Just, I think it's a mix of Nintendo, a Sony controller, and the Xbox main controller. It looks like a 360 if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken though because I never actually had an Xbox. Yeah, just, oh God. That hurts to look at. And wow, I just realized they're actually showing the Big D with a contemplative face about his adopted grandson and his son-in-law. That's the second time in 2 episodes they've had his face look thoughtful and not over the top, which is what his normal face and over the top personality is. This is just the, that's nice. I'm actually happy with this face that you'd never expect out of this character or his spiritual successor. That's cute. Sorry, the image is just packed with so much information, just with freaking bits and pieces here. That's adorable. Like, literally, he's probably just thinking that. Like, right there, that is the face that says that. However, when they first met, Boy was sick with puberty disease, attacking violently with big stones. Oh, God. Boy was later cured with meat, and now Kitten and Boy play deathmatch together every Wednesday. I want to think this is a weird mix of both a Doom-esque game, but also with rhythm aspects. Doom Rhythm Simulator. I would not play it because I would suck. But that'd actually be pretty cool to watch, yeah. And there's the fucked up face. That's what I was looking for. What? Why are they just aggressively slamming door? Okay, that is a thumbprint, a key. A lock, a car door?
Come upstairs, we're going to the office.
Oh boy, pooters.
Pooters? Oh, computers.
A sick video gamer rig,
David?
brother.
Well, yeah.
Spent a lot of money on this, instead of, you know, a gun.
TF2 is coming out next year. I am justified.
Oh God, it's that old. I don't actually know what year Team Fortress 2 came out on, but I thought he was like making a joke about how this was an old system. Like, look at this thing. This. I was like, oh my God, this is a very... It's very something. I have no idea who David is. Is that a treadmill? Oh God, that's a treadmill at the computer. You can... Why have I never thought of this? This is brilliant! Okay, if I wasn't absolutely certain it would blow my breaker, because, I mean, just having these two lights on is pushing it right now. I would do this. Oh my God, that is brilliant. You literally get to video game and work out at the same time. You're a genius, Magnus. Sorry, Marcus.
Rigged,
Like,
brother.
unironically,
Well, yeah.
I'm actually
Spent a lot
jealous of a
money on
90s
this
setup.
Instead of, a gun.
TF2 is coming out
think
next
it came out in
year.
the 90s,
I am
right?
justified. Now,
No, it
the
had to be-
quality isn't great, but we can see and hear everything going on down there. Okay, so
Oh, I thought
here's
that was
my
the game
idea.
at first.
Let's
I
have
was
them
like,
eat each
I
other.
look different. Eat
like-
each other?
Literally?
Yes,
what?
literally. We have no clue what happens if a vampire eats another vampire.
People in the comments have been telling me that's
and
bad.
I want to find
Oh,
out.
that's why they weren't telling me what's
Well,
going to happen
here comes
explicitly.
the moral stipulations. Look, feeding
Oh, no.
doesn't necessarily mean killing.
I mean, we are stepping over boundaries just bringing them into our house. Or should I say my house?
Oh, it's his
I
house.
own it.
What, the boundary set by the
Okay, here, kind of. No. Okay, one. He's talking about boundaries of magic and vampire society. If you look at his eyes right about
Or should
here,
I say my house?
this is not the boundary he's talking about. He is very much talking about you brought vampires into my house. These are not the boundaries of some foreign, not me, you need to be worried about. This is the boundaries of the very much right behind you in game beating distance, such as I see your setup, I can destroy your setup distance, which is way more painful than stabbing someone. I meant that as a joke, but I'll be honest, I would cry a lot harder if someone fucked up mine. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually. Yeah, no,
I own
Marcus,
it.
you fucked
What,
up.
the boundary set by the fucking Arcanum?
Nope.
I don't feel like following their
How about your
tenets after
boyfriend's tenets
being
and or
bad.
husbands?
You know what? Let's take this later. We're just gonna
he
start
just
arguing
dropped it,
about
wow.
the royal family again. I can feel
No
it.
talk
royal
of British royalty in front of boy. Boy, sing our national
What?
anthem.
Well, I'm sorry,
No
wait,
talk of
what?
British royalty in front of boy.
What happened to his face? Like, literally, it's like he swallowed his own mask. How does he even eat? Not gonna think about this.
Boy, sing our national
Wait,
anthem.
they have their own national anthem?
We're all living in America.
Okay, can we begin the experiment now?
Make them eat the Lapa first. He's the worst.
Did you really just do that? The next line is, it's wunderbar. I People were telling me that Door is aggressively American. And the very first thing he has boys sing as their national anthem isn't the Star Spangled Banner or even America the Beautiful. It's a freaking German death metal song. Oh my God. Rammstein? I can never tell if it's Rammstein or Rammstein. Rammstein, whatever. I don't even know if this song would come out. How old is that band? Huh. The more you know.
Worst.
Right, so... Micro...
Oh no, it's the bad mic.
Go Buckline!
Oh no.
Are you fucking serious? It's the science! Besides, Larry over there seems willing to take one for the team.
Larry?
Don't volunteering me for black bag duty, degenerate.
That's really
No, I think you're the ones who are degenerating. Sorry.
Forget it. The
That's in the process.
soldiers will never turn on their own.
Oh, yeah, in a
just to
second.
slake their own hunger.
Is it going to be the bike or someone else?
you fucking rat!
Fielder, help me hold it down.
You shitty little...
Monarchy it is.
I would punch your blood out of your...
Laughs like a
And
drink. What?
here they go! This is a hardcore three-way elimination
Oh,
match
this
with
is
three
the
vamps
wrestle
and only
they
one
met.
male
Oh
lead.
God, even has
That
the
is
announcer.
right, Mark. We've got a hell of a show for you all, and we're right here in the action. We see some offers coming from the biker guy, but the speed of the LARPer.
He's looking for his opening.
Oh, right in the gut.
Blood. What a maneuver! Savage is right.
Oh, wow.
And I love it!
Dear God, the faces on this are kind of weird. It's just like that perverse glee they're getting right here. Just watching them savage each other and like saying how they love it and talking about. But then the faces are just, it's not hyper deformed any more than their mouths normally are for this artistic style. It's that there's like the massive bulging eyes and the look to it where it's just one side of the face, almost like stroke-esque. And then him's just all teeth. It's like, oh God, it actually hurts to do that. Ow. Yeah, just, they're deformed. They're hyper into it. It's like that perverse face they do in anime, which I may or may not just enjoy doing for some reason, which is weird. But then Kitten's just sitting, he's just sitting over here going, yeah, this is my house and there's going to be vampire bloodstains everywhere. What the fuck, man?
Clear that there is some bad blood here.
Look at how he's
yeah.
just going to town.
Also, the same
on it.
background this is playing, but it's like deformed. Warped a bit.
This a reversal.
Punched in the face. And
Vintage biker bro. He's got a minute choke.
can you choke out a vampire? I mean, I guess you're gonna pop his skull. That kill them if they don't have a skull, or they heal that too?
Or the sludge lad break the pin.
Where's the other one?
Is he still hiding?
You can't see him. Could his
What?
time be now?
That was a very funny reference, boy.
cute.
Thank you.
It's like about murder.
Say, do you think this is a solid warning of what happens when one embraces their monster and loses their soul?
Yes, just say yes.
Boys, would you look at this?
no, you should've said yes.
Larry is retaliating and...
Larry.
Oh, he's doing it! He breaks the
Oh, I thought he was gonna take a bite.
Reverses it. Is this some kind of hold?
No, it's DDT! It's an impaler DDT!
I'm assuming that's a wrestling thing?
Banging and banging.
Oh, I hate him.
Leave the larper went over.
1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, that's a
I'm
dent
not
in the
sure
skull.
that
Oh
Michael will
God.
ever-
You know how I mentioned the faces earlier being more like fucked up and demented? Now it's just, yeah, they're... How is it that they're the ones who are not being savaged and yet they're the ones who looks like they're even less human? Oh God, it's insane. The incredibly flat hair and flat features does really emphasize the entire, I like this. And then him just go, it's like for all the damage we're watching the actual vampires, these guys are the ones getting fucked up.
Right again.
Me neither, door. And look, in a shocking
Oh God, that
turn,
face.
the
Okay, now someone's just
Lopper's
having fun.
calling
Someone's just
Slime
having
Boy
fun. This
out.
is just dumb.
You
It's dumb reaction faces. That's what they're doing.
Fish your death like a true Sabbat.
You know, Abe, I always liked your spirit.
I didn't say high security, I just noticed that.
I bet it'll taste great.
It was invisible.
Okay, just want to go a little right here. The actual animations in here are really cool. It's actually two different images. It looks like they're blurring through and then actually manipulating the image itself to make it look like it's moving before cycling into this one. That's actually a really cool technique. I've seen them do a few times. It's something they did, like the wiggly model. Oh yeah, his arm is bending. I just noticed that. But like this right here, how they have the two overlapping images. There's this one right here where it's just kind of moving around a bit. And they have it just blurring and slight eye movements. But this guy going up and down, he's actually not wiggling nearly as much as the TTS episodes. But it's actually holding in a much more believable manner, how he's just kind of rising with just a bit of a shift. It's very slow, very subtle. So it actually makes it look like it's heavily animated, where really it's just a few alterations to the background image. It's actually a really cool technique. Nice.
Was invisible.
It gives a lot more feeling of movement than oh, that went right through him.
This, you're right, will go slower.
Oh, he just went right into him. Oh.
Hey, kid, shh, don't worry. I was just putting on a show. After all, we're family.
Yeah, you're gonna drink him.
Mean it?
No.
Do I mean it? Come on. What do you think?
No. This just makes it much worse.
That's, not
Really?
legal.
It's not the violence that makes this so disturbing right now. It's watching Pewter go, we're family. And they were expecting the fight, the blood, the murder. And they got that, and Pewter was into it. But then he just made it creepy by making it incredibly personal. It just is like... The violence is actually less than everything before this. It's not nearly as gruesome. There's less blood. There's not even the viscera that we already saw literally ripped through his chest and then pulled the other way. All of that was like fun, and they were enjoying it. And hell, it was cool to watch because it was violent and bloody and just fucked up, but fun. And just adding a few bits of the music being more drawn and just adding that emotional emphasis on, we're family, I wouldn't do that. What do you think? Just making it more psychotic, on top of the violence actually being toned down, somehow still makes it more creepy because you just see that little tap. It's cute. Up until it's not, up until it's so much more and you realize there is nothing there and the monster is all that's left. This isn't about embracing the beast at this point, which is what people said is going to happen. This is about, oh my fucking God, you are literally a monster. The beast has nothing to do with that. I thought the big thing was like, here's what it looks like when they embrace the beast. And instead it's, no, this is you. This is Piotr. Vampire or not, that guy's fucking terrifying because he literally is enjoying that. It's more than they are. Also, I love that just the sheer, oh God, this is not what I was expecting. This is fucked up. Not because of the violence, but because of the cruelty behind it and the just dickishness in veils. It's kind of brilliant to change the situation while actually making it less fucked up in a more fucked up way.
Marcus, this is barbaric.
Yeah.
Right. Slime Lad is beating the LARP
and he's still into it because he's like the violence.
Stork, come on, man.
What? Why the change in tone? Blank bodies aren't people.
Well, yeah, but it's still...
It doesn't matter. Whatever this is, it's horrid.
Yeah, and he's still into it because it's very much black and white, very stubborn description of reality. It makes perfect sense, but the grayer the morality, the more it's like, oh, that's fucked up. He's like, I still don't care. They're not people. It's just blood. I don't still care.
Didn't you say you wanted
Granted,
this
I would have
one
to clean that, and that would be
first?
terrifying to think of.
Isn't it a bit late to object now?
Hey, JR! Can't help but notice the crowd go mild. Am I good to collect my winnings now?
But
Well,
I guess for the experiment's sake.
also, the really terrifying picture of the door, actually, I just want to go back to see that again. The art on it was that, one, went right to it, nice. Two, hyper detailed in a way that I don't think they've actually had yet for anyone. And it's not so much that it's any bit different. Even the lines aren't actually that different. It's just the angle looking up, so you see more of the neck. And it's the emphasis on the shadow, which is actually a very old technique. You ever go into a campsite and you have the flashlight, or you've seen pictures of the flashlight on the face in the dark room? It's like, do you know what happened next? And it doesn't really matter. It's going to be terrifying. It's like this in reverse. It's that heavy shadowed looking down effect that implies intensity along with all of this. Talking about if it's too late to object now. No, it's still not too late. I mean, it's too late to do anything about it because they're well and truly past that point. But they can still object. It's just not going to help. Too late to even object is when they have to try and clean it up, and that guy will now be rabid.
now.
Hey, JR!
Well,
I guess for the experiment's sake.
Go ahead.
Thank you
Oh, no.
kindly.
God, his face is so fucked up.
Perverse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you
Oh,
are
and there's Boy
uncomfortable
just
because the
freaking out
one
down there.
dying seems so human. But I can assure you, he is no different from the creature eating him alive. All vampires are destined to become monsters. Each one slain.
His arm's
is
rising
who
up.
knows how many lives saved. That is
Or
why
not.
I do not hesitate to cheer and make sport of their death, and why you shouldn't either.
I don't know, Dad. It seems like it might be more complicated than that.
Son, I learned many harsh lessons in my old mining days.
Oh, you actually mined. Huh. Also, I don't know much about White Wolf or any other properties or anything about Vampire the Masquerade, but I love how, even without knowing any of that, this part right here, just this dialogue between Door and Boy, you can tell both are probably right. He's probably right that every vampire dead is probably a good thing for a lot of people not being dead. But Boy, being so innocent and being drawn so bright-eyed and colorful with his eyes open and visible, it's a visual clue that maybe we should listen to him, because it's like, here's the eyes of innocence, saying things that the harsh, grizzled, closed eyes of experience won't say or see. It's a nice little dichotomy here. Seeing this is what it's going to be, this is what it might actually be. Neither one is probably wrong, but this one probably has a lot more truth overall. While from a strictly human point of perspective, he might be more accurate. But I don't know that for certain. I just heavily suspect it based on just how this scene is set up.
This was one of them. But you are right, Boy. They are also afraid because they are British.
What?
Oi! Boy, national anthem. Next verse.
You'll take my life, but I'll take yours too. Living in America.
They're British.
Thanks, Ape. You were delicious.
That is disturbing. He's actually
And
deflated,
now,
even the arm.
A second helping.
Oh god, his eyes are all red. Oh, he actually... Oh, he has a dent in the head. Oh god, the eyes. He actually has visible eyes
thought
now.
about sparing him. I kinda liked him.
Huh. Just from an art standpoint, before he was incredibly waifish. His eyes were sunken to nothing and there was almost no muscle mass on him. But he got the other muscle mass from the other person and you see visible eyes. He actually is legitimately more terrifying now. I thought the eyeless aspect was the most terrifying thing about his design. And then I realized, no, even though they're literally just Shere Khan eyes from The Lion King, just red and yellow and unblinking and huge. I guess that's more of the snake, whatever. Wait, did I say Lion King? Wow. There's a Disney fan out there who's never going to forgive me for that. Which is why I'm never going to let my wife see this.
But you, despite the vinculum, old man.
Oh?
I never liked you.
So he ate the one he liked first. Oh god.
Okay.
And we have reached the point where it's so fucked up. Boy is being strangled. Boy not found. He's actually blurred out. They actually blurred out Boy because he's actually just not there anymore. We've reached the point where it's so fucked up and it's just so emotionally fucked that we actually have the first view of his mouth open and not covered up by his full body mask.
So this was all horrifying.
Yes. Oh, he just ate it like an actual steak.
Hey kids! I
Oh, that
got
was
some
Big
rather
D.
tasty information out of that Kevin
Oh,
guy.
no.
He told me the chapter house in Yarmouth. Adam, what are you doing?
Hello, Father. We were engaging in a marginally sadistic professional wrestling commentary.
What the fuck
Until
is
you
that
weren't.
vampire doing?
Oh, yeah, we made them meet each other to see what had happened.
You're letting them deoblerize each other?
Yeah, I mean, what?
You stupid boy!
Wow. Can I just take a second to look at all of these different images for Big D here? He is somehow more terrifying and more deformed than the vampires. And from what people have told me, for a good reason, this is a literal, oh god, what the fuck level, but, Heavy King, is that really what it says over there for the drink? Oh god.
Them deoblerize each
Deoblerize.
other?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah, I
equivalent
mean,
of
what?
You
eating each other, right?
stupid boy! Letting vampires deoblerize each other in our cellar?
Technically not your
You're going
cellar.
to have them?
Cellar door smash.
Immediately break out.
The door.
Was not strong enough. Or was it the
What?
wall?
He broke through the door.
Or the wall? Yeah, that's probably the right look. You son of a bitch, you're going to end it there? Speaker D, Alpha Booza, god damn you. You were literally built up to, oh my god, what the fuck? He's telling them just how bad they fucked up. Oh, really? Even the... Oh. What's going on here? I mean, the Laurel is definitely a shout out to who he was, but... Huh. Yeah, because they always seem to stack a lot of information in here. I don't really know what we're looking at yet. It looks like a human body, but what's the rest of it? It looks like a flag behind it. Or is the body on the flag? Yeah, it's probably on the flag. I see teeth marks. Okay, it's literally... It's a... If we were looking at the one more organized faction, that's... Wait, werewolves? Oh, is it just looking at the different factions in this map? The Custodes. The female Custodes, apparently. Or they just have very slim waists. What am I looking at? I feel like it's a reference, but I can't tell. The dead body of the cardboard box at the bottom? And there's the shaman from the last episode. Yeah, I think this is actually the similar ending, but we're looking at a different part of it now. Is this one of Big D's exes? I mean, half joking about that, but I'm not entirely sure I am joking. Or is this going to just be actual flat-out Carmilla? Because they've mentioned her a few times, and it would make sense if this is who she's playing as. I do not know. Ogre Popeman Productions.
If you wanted, it'd be very appreciated if you considered checking
Wow, as human, he looks really Santa-esque.
Blood all over it. Okay, thank you. And good night. Remember, support children who go to college. College is expensive.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to live in this world without a college degree. It's
He looks
difficult to live
just
in it with it.
really Santa-esque. I keep saying it, but literally, he basically put a little hat on him. He's basically Santa.
You know, once they're not for profit, like
What? What? So that ending was a thing, and I'm just going to completely ignore the topless guy who decided he wanted to run through snowy woods to tackle the camera. Still not entirely convinced that wasn't just a fever dream due to, I don't know, lack of sleep. Yeah, I drink way too much caffeine. It's a problem. But more importantly, that ending, man, they literally got the results of their experiment and having them eat each other because they had no idea what they were doing. But Big D did, and he was busy dealing with Kevin as they basically made Super Piotr. Yeah. They're probably all hoping right now that he just randomly goes somewhere else. Also, it literally just occurred to me that they're all staying in Kitten's house because he mentioned it was his basement. And they're all staying there, so they're all literally just shacking up with the in-law. That's kind of hilarious to me. Especially because it might actually mean that bus is the actual house for them, mostly. I don't know why that amuses me so much. Just, yeah, they're kind of just living with Kitten. I know it's actually not his name, but I keep forgetting the actual name for some reason. I just keep going Kitten. It's probably the little ears that are on his hoodie. It's probably that, yeah. Unless he's technically some kind of lichen underneath all of the full body sweatshirt. Sure, why not? Wouldn't be the weirdest thing I've heard. Just, if I wasn't absolutely certain Bruv Alpha Boost is about to put out another video with the Emperor coming back to explain some of the supernatural effects, I'd be a lot more disappointed because I want more, and you got a freaking cliffhanger already, and I'm just sitting here going, okay, this is a thing. God damn you. This is one of the things, though. People tried to tell me a bit about what was going to happen. They also didn't go into too much detail. Just that eating each other is a way to supercharge a vampire. But they wouldn't go into just how bad it would be. Unless you were talking about the highest level where the big guys eating all the vampires would be bad because it would end the world. But also the big guys in general are already kind of at that level. So it wouldn't matter. And Kane doing it as well. But whatever. How many levels of what the fuck have just occurred? Because I don't really know. And I'm not sure if it's going to go from they're fighting in their own house or they're now fighting in a running street battle in somewhere in Britain. Which Dor may or may not feel better about because it's basically less British. I have no idea if that sounds like an American accent. I'm not sure how to do an American accent on top of a normal American accent. Huh. Whatever. All the same, you guys know the deal. There's a link below to the original video. Hit it up. Let me know what I'm missing because it's White Wolf. I know nothing about this other than what people have told me. And I'm an idiot, so tell me again, please. That actually does help. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.